Hey, welcome in, everybody. This is the Friday episode of the BGSM Show. Today is Football Friday, of course. Joining me, like always, is my good buddy, Knock Please Revive. Joe is in here with us. We're going to get him introduced here in a second. I do have to give you a warning, Joe. I don't think I've even told you this just yet. But here in the Houston region, we are expecting some pretty nasty weather to potentially roll through. We're actually under a thunderstorm watch, which is really funny based on our conversation last night. So, God forbid if the power does kick out, obviously we'll cut the stream out early, but I just want to give everybody a heads up and a warning about that. Now, that being said, Joe, what is good with you on this Friday? We're going to talk some football. We're going to play some Fortnite. Tell me what is going on in the North Carolina area, brother.
Well, I'm doing good. I'm hoping that I can live up to my 5 minutes of fame yesterday and turn it into 10 minutes today by just hopping in a vehicle. So I didn't tell you that. I hope you're ready for ridiculousness on this beautiful Friday.
Are you telling me that we're going to play some meme games today? Because I'm up for it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Do it. Let's just make it happen. Let's win some. So here's the thing. Yesterday we won a crown.
Yep.
And we had fun.
And we
played terrible.
Yep.
So let's do all three, but a little bit more of the winning today.
Well, if we can repeat, what was it, Wednesday, where we had multiple crown wins and everything, so that worked out pretty good. So I'd be okay with that.
Also, before we move on, I would like to announce I do have a message for Governor Greg Abbott.
Oh, Lordy, this is going to be good. Go ahead.
Governor, don't turn off the grid. Let us play. Sign, Knock Please Revive.
I'm not going to lie to you. That is not where I thought you were going to go with that one. Good call. Good call. All right. Well, in that case, as I said, we're going to go. It's Football Friday. We're going to start with a couple of things here. First and foremost, big news for my Cleveland Browns, because we're going to talk about free agency and stuff as we get going, right? And obviously today, on as far as the NFL goes, the big news that we're going to talk about is going to be we're going to break down the best and the worst signings in free agency so far a weekend. But I just want to go over this list with you, right? So in March, we put a franchise tag, the non-exclusive franchise tag on Jalen Johnson. Restructured left tackle Jedrick Willis Jr.'s contract, traded a 5th and a 6th round pick for Jerry Jeudy, signed Michael Dunn, signed Shelby Harris, signed Hakeem Adeniji, signed Jordan Hicks, re-signed Corey Bojorquez, the punter, signed Maurice Hurst, re-signed him, signed Devin Bush, signed Giovanni Ricci, re-signed Zadarius Smith, signed Jameis Winston, and then today it came out, and I know I'm missing some, but today it came out that Mike Vrabel is joining the coaching staff in Cleveland. We're going to get into like some of the most, surprising and whatever contracts and stuff that are given out, but I don't know what to do with my hands. Because when this offseason was coming into play, Cleveland had, as we talked about, they had $610,000 in cap room when the league year started. How did they sign all these people? What are they doing making good moves? Like I as a Browns fan for 40 plus years, I don't know what to do with this, man. Like, and I know being a Lions fan, you guys have just recently went through this too, but what do we do with our hands in this situation?
Tuck them in your pocket, because you still don't know. Like, there's always going to be, since you've lived it your whole life, there's always going to be this in the back of your mind. You could go 12-0, and you're still going to think that you're going to lose the remaining games and not even win the first playoff game.
Or make the playoffs. That's
always going to be,
right?
Yeah, that's always going to be in your mind, because you've suffered for, 35 years?
Yeah.
45 years.
I'm not that old.
That's, well, I mean, but you know what I mean. So you're always gonna have to put your hands in your pocket and just wait. But also, when you do what the Browns and the Lions have done and built a structure,
Yep.
even if you go into a offseason with 610,000 in the cap, since you have the base and the structure through the draft, you can always make moves to make things happen while holding that structure and then building on it, even if you have nothing to build with.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Um,
I'm looking forward to watching what the offense does with the additions that they've made and the changes that they've made. And plus, our boy Rabes ain't too big for the front office and the coaching staff in Cleveland.
no, I think he's going to be a great fit on the staff. And I was talking with Renegade, and I were talking before everybody got online here and everything. And I don't know if he's in the chat yet or not. But, the thing that I mentioned to him is, honestly, I see Vrabel is probably going to go get another head coaching job, right? Like, I mean,
Oh yeah.
he was a good coach in Tennessee. He's a great football guy and whatever. But here's where it really gets interesting. If Schwartz does get another head coaching job after this season, if the defense is lights out again,
You're
is
kinda hoping
Vrabel
for that,
there?
right?
Yeah, is Vrabel there to do a year as a defensive coordinator before he moves on? Like, is that why you brought him on? Like, it doesn't matter. I'm glad he's in Cleveland because I think he's a great addition no matter where he's at. But, like, I'm just wondering if that's the thinking. And then on top of it, it's really funny to me because it was just, a year and a half ago that everybody was ready to run Kevin Stefanski out of town. And it's like, y'all, Stefanski's a good coach. So
Yep.
as a Browns fan, I'm excited. So yeah,
Well,
I just wanted to get that out there.
Just because we're so comparative, the Lions and the Browns as fans, like you got to have that patience these days.
Yeah.
Both of those organizations have either not been patient enough or have been too patient. Never the perfect balance. Like for the Lions, Wayne Fonts, it was way too long. They waited.
Yeah.
They did not give Jim Caldwell enough time to develop. They cut him too fast. Now they understand, at least for now. Dan Campbell and Stefanski are good coaches.
Yep.
It's going to take points to elevate to where they need to be. Like the Lions, I'm glad that they extended Brad Holmes and Coach Campbell, and it's the best moves that they could have made.
Yep. All right. Well, real quick, before we get into the games, we're getting ready to flip over. We're going to load into our first game here. Just real quick, if you are watching at home or whatever, on Twitch, if you look over this corner right here, you should see the dynamic follow button. If you click on that, you'll see the link to Joe's page as well. Make sure you go in and check that out. And hey, how about that? Renegade subscribing. It looks like a Prime sub. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Make sure you go like and follow Joe's page. Also, Cam and Rob's are right there. You can obviously find me on all three of the big streaming platforms, so Twitch, Kick, and YouTube at mmeals25. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok. I know I haven't had a chance to do any TikToks this week because of some other things that have been going on. But, Joe, you did have an epic TikTok video posted. What's your TikTok account so people can find you and go watch that? Because that was freaking hilarious.
Check it out at TikTok, Knock Please Revive. And this is the behind the scenes look, the full close look at what it's like to be a teammate of mine on Fortnite. With apologies.
No, that's great. So yeah, go check that out. You guys will enjoy it. It's hilarious. It's obviously Joe's side from the stream yesterday. It was fantastic. You guys will love it. But with that being said, Milo Baby and Freddie, good to see you guys in the chat. Thanks for popping in as well. Let's go ahead and flip over, Joe, because the first thing I want to do before we get into free agency, we're going to talk about a very surprising retirement in the news that came out in the NFL today. So, as you know, because we've mentioned it a little bit, but Aaron Donald announced his retirement today. Just wanted to go over some of this because it caught me by surprise, to be honest with you. But Aaron Donald, he's 32 years old. He's a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's one of only 3 guys to have ever won that, joining Lawrence Taylor and J.J. Watt. 10 years in the league, 8 All-Pro teams, 10 Pro Bowls, and the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Question for you. Excuse me. Yes, Milo, baby, I am retiring too because I am older than the hills. You can see it in my beard. Question about Aaron Donald, though. Where do you rank him on your list of all-time defensive linemen?
Ooh, he's up at the top. By the way, does it also, speaking of what you just said, you hear that he's 32 years old and retiring, doesn't it also make you feel like you've accomplished nothing in life?
Well, I mean, I have 2 subscribers and 70-some followers on Twitch, so I mean, we're basically in the same boat.
But I'm 37, about to be 38 this summer, and I'm not going into any Hall of Fame or in one of a generation, but I think he's this generation's top defensive player. I mean, it's just unbelievable what he's done. I kind of had a feeling it could come this year or heading into next year, just based off of he thought about retiring after the Super Bowl against the Bengals. So
yeah,
it's something that's been there. His agility at his position, his brains, how he just beats interior linemen. It's unbelievably fun to watch, and I'm gonna miss that football.
Yeah, it's really weird. I think as you go and start talking about like generational talent and stuff like that, right? Because a lot of Aaron Donald's career obviously overlapped with J.J. Watt. And J.J. Watt, again, generational talent on the defensive line as well. Easily the best of Aaron Donald is the best of his group. If you kind of look at that next minor group after J.J. got to the league, definitely one of the best of all time. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And God knows we've seen quite a few damn good defensive linemen in our lifetime alone, but Milo, we do not accept J.J. Watt blasphemy in this chat. She said J.J. Watt was overrated. We do not allow that kind of talk. It's also funny because she literally knows nothing of football because I know her on a personal level.
I think of Aaron Donald changing the game just basically because every team now, when they're going to the draft, they're looking for the guy that can play defensive end and defensive tackle and make plays.
So, real funny thing here. Somebody came into the chat after Milo was saying that, or Milo. I don't even know how she says her name. But says, I don't know her. And it's funny because I know for a fact that the guy that said that is her husband. What's up, Freddie? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for popping in. You're right. JJ never won a ring, but, you know, we've had the discussion here before, and I know, like, you know, Joe, you're in this same thought as I am, that winning a ring does not quantify you as being an all-time great.
Nope. Not in my opinion, at least.
Yeah. So.
You know, Aaron Donald was actually an undersized, undervalued guy by a lot of teams when he was drafted, but the Rams interior scouting department, thanks to current GM Brad Holmes of the Detroit Lions, helped discover that guy, and man, that was a discovery for the Rams front office.
Aaron Donald, he went to Pitt, right? Am I correct in that? Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
he wasn't a unknown prospect, but he was.
He wasn't a surefire guy. Like JJ came out,
right,
people knew he was going to be good,
right?
Right? And
yes.
I mean,
and Ndamukong Suh, they knew.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I'll tell you, when JJ was at Wisconsin, I flat out fucking hated him because I'm a Buckeye fan.
Well, of course
right?
you did. Of course you did.
So yeah, it was that was an easy one for me. I hated him because, and not that I didn't think he was a good player. It was I hated him because he was so good. Get in that damn window. Okay.
And
find a door.
Not to offend anybody in the chat because I don't know who they root for, but who was watching Pitt football back then?
Exactly. I can't believe there's like nobody here. Also, I know Freddie and Amy, I talked to them yesterday. I guess this would be an appropriate time. Do you bring this up? um, if you are or know somebody in the West Central Ohio region, make sure you check on them because the area around my hometown was actually hit really hard by a tornado last night. So, Joe, here's a blue Warforged, and I'm hiring this guy.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, you can do that, Joe. You've got Flowberry.
There you go. Renegade says, man, I just watched KPR's TikTok, and I'm a better man for it. I told you, go watch it. I promise you, you're going to laugh your ass off.
You at least feel like you have more brain cells than the person that made the video.
Yeah, thanks, Freddie. Appreciate that. All right. So, that being said, with Aaron Donald's news that we've covered, the next one I want to get to, because I got a couple things on the list here today. We're also going to talk about some college sports and stuff, obviously. But I want to get into free agency. Right?
Alrighty.
So, we're a week in. Obviously, you know, deals are being official and whatever. So what I posed the question to you earlier when we were just when we were texting back and forth. Yeah, the ending in that video could not have been scripted any better. That was just too perfect. So what we're going to do, we're going to break this down. I'm going to ask you a couple questions here in regards to the best, the worst, the most confusing, and the most surprising signings of the NFL free agency period.
All right.
So we'll just go right in order. Tell me, what was the best signing in your mind of this first week in the NFL?
I kind of cheated. And I think one of the things that gets understated in free agency is when you're able to bring back one of your own. I think the Chris Jones signing for Kansas City was huge. And I also think that keeping Snead as well on the franchise tag is going to be huge for them, especially considering the signings they made today and recently with Hollywood Brown, just continuing to round out the team. If you can bring back one of the best defensive tackles in the game, I think that's the best deal.
It's actually really funny because my answer is literally, yeah, I get confused at every signing. Yes, my answer was just mentioned in the chat, and you know, part of it is yes, I know I am an AFC Central fan or North, whatever they're called now. But for me, the best signing is the 30-year-old Derrick Henry going to Baltimore. I hate it. I absolutely despise that signing as a Browns fan, but that team is now legitimately scary again. You know, and here's the thing, right? It's a 2-year deal, only $9 million guaranteed. But you put them with that offense, they're going to be hard to stop for Baltimore.
They are. No doubt about it. And the $9 million guarantee, part of the contract, is what makes it one of the best, right?
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, because it's not like they're eating the cap space and whatever, or you know, dumping a whole lot of extra money into it. Do you know, is there a bot still over there? I don't think so.
The only thing I'll say is we saw a little bit of depreciation in his output last year, but a lot of that has to do with the changeover with coaching staff, and I can't think of the young guy that they had at running back that they were giving carries instead of him. I mean, the wear on the tires is probably a concern to a lot of people. To me, I'm not really concerned about it because it's Derrick frickin' Henry.
Oh, mark that spot. We're going right down here. Just letting that open for a minute. Yeah, no, I think that was a hell of a deal. And you know, there was one other one for me, and I actually put it in my notes, and I marked it as my low-key surprising signing as far as the best deal, and I think it's one that's going to get kind of missed because a lot of people just, you know, didn't realize how good this signing is. But when you look at what Buffalo did getting Curtis Samuel,
That's a good one.
right? Like, so he's gone back to Buffalo. It's the same OC that he had in Carolina. I'm telling you right now, I think he's going to be a weapon for the Bills. Now, does he replace, what was it, Gabe Davis or whoever it was that they lost? No, I'm not going to say that. But not on his own. But that is a hell of a signing in my mind. Hold on, I'm just upgrading my guns and then reload, and then we'll just go out here and try to find people to kill.
I think Samuel was more wanted by teams than people realize.
Oh yeah. Well, because
That's-
he was a weapon in Carolina, and then he went to Washington, and I mean, look, it's not like he was bad, but he just wasn't used to what we know Curtis Samuel can be and what we've seen, not just as Ohio State fans, but as NFL fans, right? Like, we know what he brings to the table.
Especially with a quarterback like Josh Allen in the offense they run, he'll be that guy that's the third option, but he's running across with Allen, so he's going to be the first option a lot of times. He's going to fit perfectly in that offense as a slot guy. I mean, it's just...
Yep.
I think Josh Allen doesn't even realize how good of a deal they got there.
He's definitely going to benefit from that big time. So, I again, I'm not a Buffalo fan, but just as a fan of football, I'm excited for that one. I think it's going to be good.
Well,
oh, damn! I didn't hear that. Did that just happen, Renegade? Kenny Pickett traded to the Eagles.
Oh my. Well.
Wow. I guess I can rewrite my my biggest surprising move. Wow, that's. I mean, it makes sense. They got Russ, but they've only got Russ on a 1 year. So I mean, what are you going to do
Looking for a different quarterback.
Yeah.
That doesn't wear gloves.
Maybe.
That is actually good.
Pickett and pick number 120 for pick 98 and 2 7s next year, apparently, for that trade.
So basically, just a pick swap with Kenny Pickett thrown in.
So much for that. Who are all the other quarterbacks in that draft of Kenny Pickett? Because I know he was the only one that went 1, but was that Will Levis and those guys, or was that the year later?
Another one, I think Sam Howell, who just got traded, was in that class too. And Drew Lock, maybe?
Yeah, I can't remember. It was such a bad class, obviously, but we actually need to go back towards where that bunker was for the next zone. So I'm just going to run over here to Pleasant Piazza. There's a medallion on the other side of this town, by the way. DJ Riddler was in that class. I'm seeing in the chat.
Oh, Desmond Ritter?
Or Desmond.
DJ Ungolo.
No, Desmond Riddler, yeah.
So there's a potential that all 3 top in that class got traded this year. You got this.
You want that gold one, you can have it.
I got it.
They're coming, coming.
I'll take it then. Are they up in the air?
No,
Oh,
there's
no.
one set of footsteps out front.
I'm letting them chase me. Here they come. Oh, they got enough. It was someone else.
Oh, I missed my jump.
See if they go after that. Oh, they're on this house right here. Sorry, I marked it wrong.
Nope, they're fucking me up. Yep, and shot me out of the sky. I knew I was in trouble.
Can we get you?
They're here. Just go. Yep.
Wish I had more. Zone though. I'm gonna get you back.
I'm alive.
Oh,
Yeah, I had my bot revive me.
Okay.
So Pickett, Riddler, Malik Willis, Matt Carroll, and Sam Howell was that class. Yeah, we knew it wasn't good, but... Alright, where did... Okay, there you are.
So 2 of them got traded this offseason, or 3.
They're over on that house.
I'm 150 meters away because I got out of there.
You're alright.
Try to pick them off from this house.
Oh, shit.
That's a freaking bot, isn't it?
That's my bot that's going ape shit shooting at him, yeah. I just headshotted my own bot, so that's cool.
I'm trying to run away from the storm and they're chasing me now. And I have no sprint.
Oh, lordy, lordy, where did I see
It's
that
2
guy?
teams, Mike.
Oh, I know. I was getting lit up by one. Where were they? Do you know where
They're
they
over
are?
here. Yep. I'm in the storm. Trying to fend them off, but I can't. Oh, shit.
Damn. Can't hit a single shot at the end. Yeah, Matt Corral was cut by his team last year. Willis is the only one still left where he was drafted. So, yeah, that's
Jeez.
rough. All right, well, and that same token here for you then, Joe. I'm going to ask you this one. What was the worst signing or move of this free agency period?
All right, it's complicated. It's complicated.
Why's it got
Hear me
to
out
be
on
so
this.
complicated?
Kirk Cousins to me is the worst, but not in the interim. I think like the next, if he's healthy, the 1-2 years, it's going to be a good signing for Atlanta. But to give 180 million, a 4-year contract to a guy with an Achilles injury, just in October, at 35 years old, like I have a hard time thinking that that was the way that the Falcons should approach their QB search. When they had 2 other options to me. They could have went the Fields route, which everybody thought they were going to do, and maybe he isn't available like everybody thinks he is. Or they could have went the Minnesota approach, where I know it's Darnold, but they're basically signed Darnold to a 1-year deal so they could find their quarterback of the future.
Yeah. Well,
then you're not sinking $180 million into a guy you have no idea what you're going to get from him.
Oh, the Cowboys cut Michael Gallup.
Oh.
Just saw that. Well, it's funny because Renegade's in the chat. He said that he agrees with the contract amount and length makes that one bad. He'll be good there, but that amount is rough.
Right, exactly. I mean, you could have chose. Nobody thinks Kirk Cousins is the quarterback of the future if you want to win a World Series or a World Series. If you want to win a championship, he's won one playoff game.
Yeah. Oh,
so
and
like, why don't
KPR's in my chat and says I need to win. Just FYI.
Why don't you sign a Joe Flacco then?
So here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm not disagreeing with you by any means, but for me, I didn't put him as my worst signing or move. I put it as my most confusing.
That's a good place to put it. For
all of the exact same reasons that you just listed, right? The same thing. He's 35, coming off the injury. He's definitely an upgrade over who they had before. And, we've mentioned it before. I don't remember if we were on stream or if we were talking off. But, they have a new head coach in Atlanta. He's a defensive-minded coach. He's going to want somebody that can come in and be solid, not quite a real game manager, but be a game manager type more so than like a Patrick Mahomes being making all the plays, because that's how a defensive-minded coach typically works, right? But why I listed it as most confusing is the comment that we talked about off stream a couple nights ago, where they signed him for $180 million. Where if you're going to go that route, why didn't you just sign Lamar last year for $20 million more?
Right. Exactly.
So that's why I was confused by that. That's why
go get you a franchise quarterback. Make it a priority to get a franchise quarterback, not a middling quarterback. And while he's middling, he's going to be good. I get that, and I get the defensive coach, Raheem Morris. But you know who else is a game manager? Joe Flacco.
Yep.
And you can use your draft picks to get the quarterback you like in the next 2 to 3 years. Or expedite it if you need to.
Yeah, I didn't
now
understand
Raheem
that.
Morris is married to Kirk Cousins.
Yep. And look, he may be, he's going to be good. I don't get it. Like that, it made no sense to me.
I think it's properly placed under confusing, but I also have another confusing guy that I just don't understand either. Let me get that assist by hitting one bullet when they're down.
There you go. Well, and it's funny because, again, Renegade's in the chat, and I love to see when he's talking about it because I know he just loves Bjorn Robinson. So he just said, just hand the ball to him and they'll be good.
Give it to Bijan. Now, I get Kirk Cousins is going to flip it to Kyle Pitts, unlike Desmond Ridder did. At least that helps him.
But you know how else could flip it to him? There's still a bot running around
14,
by the way.
14 different free agent quarterbacks could flip it to Kyle Pitts.
Is Pitts even still in Atlanta? I thought I heard that he signed somewhere else.
No, Kyle Pitts is definitely in Atlanta still. They've got 2 good tight ends.
Maybe that's what I have in my mind. Where is... Oh, here we go. I'm shooting Joe! I'm just shooting Joe! He's not real.
How did I get down to 56 health there?
Because you just sat there and ate his bullets and I was shooting you.
I was shielding for you.
I appreciated that.
You're welcome.
There's a minis there, and I've got 1 splash left.
You know, I had to block you a little bit so I could get my 1 kill in this game.
I should have maybe tried there, I guess. I don't know.
No.
So yeah, so I'll come back to the confusing one and get yours, but I'm gonna go back to the worst signing. For me, I didn't go with straight. I didn't go with just the actual signing. So I got to be honest with you. I kind of cheated. My show, my rules. But you like that? Oh,
I
that's
like
not
that.
what I wanted to do. Damn it! I was trying to hire you. Okay. I got a big pot for you too.
Sweet.
And then there's a fire right here. But so, what I said was the worst move of the off season so far has to be anyone and everyone involved with the Carolina Panthers organization.
Right.
Because I legitimately just don't understand what in the hell are they doing in Carolina. Right?
Well, for
So,
you to understand, they actually have to understand what they're doing, and they don't.
They don't. And look, I get it. You know, like there's been other people that have mentioned this as well. The owner guy, what's his name, Trapper, whatever it is, may be a great businessman.
Pepper, yeah.
But he is definitely not a football mind kind of guy. Like, you know, he needs to get that through his head and understand that. And the thing that made me question this and bring this up more than anything
Person in front.
else, the bot that's sitting there dancing. Good job,
Oh, I
Joe.
shot him. Sorry. I'm the Panthers of Fortnite.
Apparently, yeah. I took his gun since you decided to kill him.
Well, fine.
So here's the thing, right? This was the one I wanted to bring up because I thought this was hilarious. Okay? The
Oh, God.
Panthers traded Brian Burns to,
Oh, God.
What? What'd you do?
I know this is going to be bad for the Panthers. I'm just...
Oh. Yeah, so
what they've done with the things that they've done.
they traded Brian Burns to the Giants for a second-round pick in 24 and a fifth-round pick in 25, right? In November of 2022, they reportedly turned down an offer. In the chat, they said the poor bot was just having a garage dance-off and got popped by another bot.
Listen, Renegade.
Okay, so the offer that they had in 22 for Burns was a second-round pick in 23 and a first-round pick in 24 and 25. Wow. And they turned that down and traded him for that measly haul I just gave you now. Right?
Wow.
And, you know, this is on top of the fact that they still don't have their draft capital and stuff for the trade to get Bryce Young. Right? Like, I mean, there's barrels in here, Joe. You need to come barrel up.
Why would you coach there? Why would you want to be the GM there? I don't understand any of that.
I don't understand why anybody would want to work at that organization at all, because it does not make sense. All right, let's go down.
And let me tell you, somebody that lives in North Carolina and have friends that are season ticket holders there, the seats are empty.
I believe.
I mean, completely empty. People are upset. Luke Combs was on the Pat McAfee show. Did you see that?
I did, and it was a great segment if you haven't seen it.
And he said that the Panthers, he feels like the Panthers are the worst organization in pro sports right now. I don't think I disagree with him.
I don't say there may be others that are bad, but you're hard pressed to find them. I'm not even going to mess.
Hold up.
Here's the wings.
Hold up, Mike. Is your double jump not working?
No, mine is. It is an error that's been happening this season. It's a glitch. Sometimes people will load in and they won't have the double jump ability.
I jump and it just
just disappears, right?
Yeah.
I've had that before. I don't have it right now, but yeah, it's a glitch that's been going on for sure.
I missed the wings that you pointed out.
I marked more right there, yeah.
somebody is right behind you. I got him. Maybe.
I just realized my sniper doesn't have a good scope on it. Damn.
Gosh, I love this gun.
Yeah, there's... Oh, hell, I'm running right up on people. That was not smart.
Uh-oh.
Yep, they got me. I literally jumped right up on them. I didn't even know they were there.
Card and all, huh?
Yep.
Card. 2 card. Now I just gotta kind of sit back and see what they do.
They were literally just sitting on the shore. I didn't even see them until it's too late. I just saw somebody jump off with the speed jump
they're
to
in
your
the
left. In the
yeah,
water.
they're in the green. Yep.
Yep. So on top of the Carolina move, there was one other that I put as a low key. Yeah, nice to see I'm bringing my F game today. It is definitely my F game. I spent too much time playing with Joe. That's what it is. Oh shit, Joe's here.
Did you just say that out loud?
Chance to be epic, Joe. Chance to be epic.
Get the card.
What are you doing? You don't have double jump.
Get up in the air. Really?
Rotate, rotate, roll, barrel roll. Don't fly back into him.
They're probably like, what the hell is going on? Oh.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh man, Jesus, good lord. Anyways, what I was going to say is literally in the chat, in all caps, why did you fly back to him? And then like 30 question marks.
The answer? Because.
But, okay, so anyways, as I was trying to get to, I did have a low-key worst signing as well. And that signing was, believe it or not the signing to get Joe on the BGSM show. But even your kids are saying bad idea.
Hey. Hey, I can become a free agent, Mike. Listen, I can put feelers out there. I might play for the Edmonton Eskimos of this streaming thing,
go.
but...
No, what I was going to say, my low-key bad signing, it's very much so because of the contract more than anything else. Contract and the age. I love the signing of Josh Jacobs going to Green Bay. I think he's a fantastic fit. It's an upgrade over Aaron Jones. Green Bay is going to give you guys trouble in Detroit. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, my wife is a Packers fan.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Where I have it listed here is Josh Jacobs in 5 years has 1,300 plus carries. He averages 260 carries a year. Now, he's still young, but when that contract's over, he'll be in his age 30 season, right? You have to wonder if he's going to hold up with the beating that he's taken, because he's not big like Derrick Henry, right? Like Derrick Henry is a big boy that I think can take a little bit more abuse. Josh Jacobs is smaller. So I think he's a great fit. I think they'll do good, but if he's there for the whole 4 years, I think that could come back and be a bit of a chain around their neck in the last year or two of that signing. And I think Joe got so mad at me that he went away. He went on mute.
Oh, no. I'm just focusing up. I kind of agree with that. I don't have that signing, but I have that whole situation under confusing. One of my confusing lists. Hard. I swore I just saw an striker in my hands. So I had that whole situation listed under my confusing. Not my top one, but one of the ones I thought that should be talked about, because one day you're thinking they signed Jacobs. You're thinking, oh, great, they're going to team Jacobs in his brooding running with Jones, and then all of a sudden they announced that day that he's been cut.
Yeah.
And then Jones is so butthurt now that he went to the Vikings. They asked him yesterday, what do you think of the difference in the roster between here in Minnesota and in Green Bay? He said, I don't remember any of the players on the roster in Green Bay.
Yeah, I knew he was butthurt. I heard that.
So that whole situation, Jones is a good runner, so that could be a surprising pickup for the Vikings. For $7 million in 1 year, no, you don't have the multi-year guarantee.
Well, and I understand what Renegade's saying here in the chat. He said, you know, them getting... Here, do you want that one? Because if not, I'm going to take it and drop my green one.
You take it, and I'll take the green one.
All right. No, like Renegade pointed out, re-signing A.J. Dillon obviously helps with that.
Oh, absolutely.
And I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not my worst signing by any means for the offseason, but it's one that I think low-key could be an issue for them. That's all I'm saying with that one. And look, I'm going to tell you, I mean, you guys understand.
I thought Dillon was...
Oh, no, go ahead.
I thought Dillon was the one that was out and that Jacobs was replacing Dillon, but it was actually Dillon that's coming back. And
yeah. And look, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to see a lot of Josh Jacobs over the next couple years. A lot more than I've seen of him previously, let's put it that way, because, again, it's going to be on in this household. Because my wife, you know, she's a diehard Packers fan. So, like, she's one of the ones that, what do they do that with the ownership stake or whatever, like you can own 2 shares of the team or some shit, whatever it is. My wife has, I think, 2 shares. Don't quote me on that, but you know, she did do that. So I mean, she is, like I said, a legit diehard Packers fan. But
send my condolences and my how I hope that she gets her life together.
There's wings in here, Joe, if you want them, with those big pots remarks. And I think it's great that, you know, the Lions, for the first time in 30 years, are good. You're over here talking shit to the Packers.
Bro, they beat us 40 straight times or something. We went to Lambeau Field and lost 35 straight times. I haven't been able to ever do that. So I got to take advantage. It's probably going away soon.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, and I'm not just saying this because my wife, I think she's on a phone call right now, to be honest with you. So she can't even hear me. But, oh, somebody got the thing on the train. So there's probably people around. What the Packers have been able to do with getting, you know, making Jordan Love into a good quarterback and surrounding him, I think the Packers are going to give you guys trouble. That's just me.
For a long time.
Yep.
For a long time. Their receiving core is younger than...
This vault hasn't opened yet.
All 3 of those guys, Reed, Dobbs, they're all going to be good for a long time.
Didn't I hear that they re-signed one of their, or restructured one of their wide receivers contracts or something? Or am I just getting everyone else confused?
It couldn't be Reed or Dobbs because they basically have rookie contracts.
I feel like I saw something. But again, I might just be getting that confused with someone else. Robert Brooks.
Robert Brooks.
They also re-signed Sterling Sharp while we're at it. Antonio Freeman.
Is Mark Chimura available?
Yes. That's hilarious. All right, so since I already talked about my most confusing signing, being the same one as your worst signing, who do you got for your most confusing signing? I'm going over here towards.
Mine's right up the same alley as yours, in just confusing because they could have done something completely better and chose not to when they had the best leader in Mike Vrabel. But the most confusing signing to me is Calvin Ridley to the Titans.
Oh,
4 years, 92 million,
Holy
50
shit.
guaranteed.
Sorry, Joe. That storm that I was telling you about, I just heard a loud thunderclap that just came through. Like, it literally was shaking the house. Like, I could feel it in the floor. So.
Thunder. You know what? Who doesn't bring thunder to the field? Calvin Ridley. He's the worst against press coverage. I just don't think he's worth that money. Oh, it was the bot. Never mind.
Yeah, I hired the bot.
So for me, it's confusing because they literally spent the same darn contract that they could have signed AJ Brown for Calvin Ridley.
Yeah. And Renegade is he's in the chat here. He says that he likes Ridley, but Ridley is
I like
his
him
as
too,
well.
but
Oh, I do too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it was a confusing call.
But I guess that's what happens when you bring in Pollard, you change the coaching staff, and you decide that you know better than the person that was there before you. And with the new GM that came in a couple years ago, I guess he thinks that Will Levis and Calvin Ridley are world-changing talents and not A.J. Brown and whatever quarterback they could have had with him.
Yep. And then personally, I look, I'm not saying the guy's not talented, because he has to have some talent, obviously, but I am not a Will Levis fan. Not in the least.
I haven't seen enough to say that I'm a fan or not, but what I saw last year with the Titans, I see the arm strength. I see the poise in the pocket a little bit, but I'm still not anywhere sold that he's better than Malik Willis, obviously.
If you want one.
But I don't see starter either.
Yeah. A.J. Brown seems like he may have a potential locker room issue, which is likely played into it. See, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, he's having issues in Philadelphia now, too. But boy, Mike Vrabel sure did seem peeved in the war room when they traded him.
Right?
And I think that started this. I don't know anything. I'm not. But it sure seemed like that could have started the split of everything in Tennessee.
Is Braves ever not pissed?
Right, good point.
Well, technically,
Fair.
He said peeved, but yeah. All right, so we've got.
He looks peeved eating his Cheerios, so.
Right?
You got a good point.
Yeah, I think you've got a lot of just. Ask Urban. It's a good point as well. Yeah, I think there's been a lot of these moves that have been confusing, like we've talked about, but oh, this one doesn't open. Yeah, there's definitely the fact that you don't have a unanimous pick on confusing moves in the offseason tells you how many questionable things have been done.
And it also brings up a good point. Free agent football is never a lock.
Nope.
I mean, if you build your team on free agency, you're never going to have sustained success. If you add pieces that make your team better around your
Here's the
core,
purple
then
sniper if you want
absolutely.
it instead. Looks like it's got the
Let me
4X
upgrade
scope.
you.
And there's some sniper ammo too. I'm full in sniper ammo. Alright, I'm going up on this hill. Behind us we got a medallion. Yeah, and one of the things that Renegade just pointed out, they signed Tony Pollard to replace Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that was one of my issues too. It's that.
Completely confusing. All right, where is this medallion team?
I feel like Pollard is probably younger than I think he is.
Yeah, but he had 1 year as the bona fide starter, and, and that's the second great thing I was getting ready to say. Henry eats more than Pollard weighs every day.
Right.
Where
What in the
is...
hell? What's Poseidon doing?
Probably dancing, because I'm up here just walking back and forth looking for this medallion team.
Also confusing. Pollard was supposed to be this great running back, successor to Zeke, and then he's gone a year later.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboy effect.
KPR is a bot, so you better shoot. It's a bot dancing, that's what he said. It's a bot dancing, so you better shoot.
Hey, Mike, look back up to the building.
They are over in that valley below the island. In the chat, Knox, please revive, says no. Don't shoot him. I already shot at him, brah. That's good. All right, so as we get down here, the next one that we're gonna get to is going to be our most surprising signing. So I'll give you some time as we put that together, because there's only 17 people left, so I don't want to, tangle up too much of your brain.
All right, that one's easy to me, though. I'll talk about it. I might have to stop talking about it. I mentioned the surprising Aaron Jones situation. Not that he signed with the Vikings, but the whole everybody was like, "What the heck's going on?" And then all of a sudden, the next morning, he signed with the Vikings. Talk about a little bit of revenge signing. But the other one that was surprising to me was not that Saquon Barkley went to the Eagles, but like this is dude I felt like was primed to like have a situation where several teams would be out for him and he'd have a decision to make, and it'd take a couple days, maybe a week. Maybe we'd find out on Thursday where he had signed, but like 10 seconds after everything was allowed to be announced, he was an Eagle already.
Yeah. Well, and it's actually funny that you say that, because my most surprising one was Philadelphia and Saquon Barkley. What is it? I think he's a great fit. They got him 3 years,
Yeah.
$37.75 million. Is that right?
It makes me feel good though that Giants fans are butthurt.
Well, and so that's why I was saying I think it was such a good signing and a surprising signing, because not only is their offense now completely reloaded, right, with all the additions they've made, whatever, they've helped or they've re-signed some of their offensive line and stuff. I know obviously they lost Kelsey, but they've re-signed some offensive linemen. They've got weapons at every position. They've got literally Pro Bowlers at every position now, which is great for them. But then you also add in the fact that not only did it make them butthurt, but it legitimately hurts the New York Giants.
Yeah.
So you get all this, you get loaded up, you're going to be tough, and then you turn around and hurt a division rival on top of it. Like, that is the ultimate. Yep. Ooh, somebody just rebooted back here.
Are the besides the Eagles, does the East even have a physical running back now? Eckler's the guy in Washington now.
And God knows he's been wore down too.
So we're just going to see the Eagles run it 42 times now a game?
All right, we got to move. As much as I want to sit there and miss my sniper shots with these guys. In the chat, my most surprising is the Bengals trying to fill out a Super Bowl caliber roster with guys from the bargain bin while not touching right tackle yet. That would potentially qualify as the most disappointing, I believe. And look, again, as an AFC North fan, it kind of makes me happy And I don't know. Is it there? It's the north, right? It's not the central. I can't ever remember because I grew up with it, the central. But that makes me happy. But on the other hand, like that is a really good team.
At the weather station. I can't mark for some reason.
He's over here. He's in the building now.
Yep.
Oh, you got
the other one's on the bottom side of the mountain. By the trees right here.
Oh, shit.
There's two. There's two teams up there, I think.
We're just getting smoked, that's all it is. Alright, they went off. We gotta move. Move like somewhere back this way, or right here on that mountain where there's people.
Are you up there already?
I am now. Oh, I missed the mountain, damn it.
Okay.
Man, I am like not in it at all. That was fucking atrocious. Oh, that was terrible, Joe. How did we play so good on Wednesday and this has not been nearly as good? You know what? We need to land on the train this game and just stay on the train, see if we can win.
Yep, get our conversation about free agents over with. And see if we can win on the train.
Well, I will ask you, because outside of Philly, Renegade said I had to make sure I didn't click over to KPR speed. I believe that because that was just fucking terrible. I did have one more bit on the low key on a surprising move. And it's one that we were talking about here a little bit, but it was that the Cowboys have really made no deals, especially for running back. And then the question I have is, are they going to get a running back? And if so, do they take the flyer on J.K. Dobbins and bring the boy from LaGrange back to Texas?
I mean, it wouldn't shock me. I think they're going to bring in a lower,
hold on. Go back
lower
to,
rental.
Go back to the lobby.
I think they'll go rental 1 year guy, which JK probably could fit. And then they'll draft a guy as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think the JK fitting or the JK signing there would be too perfect of a fit.
Also, I think they like Deuce Vaughn more than people realize.
Yeah, but Deuce Vaughn is about as big as my left leg.
I understand that, but I think they like Deuce Vaughn more than people realize.
No, I'm not saying they don't. Don't take it that way. I'm just saying, like,
what I'm saying,
Deuce Vaughn is not a number one running back in the NFL. And
I wouldn't be shocked if
back.
he is on week one. I would not be shocked if
they may start him, but he is not a number one. That's the thing, right? Like, we're Browns and Lions fans. We've had a lot of guys that have started that weren't number ones at their position in the NFL over the years.
Ron Rivers.
What's up, Rob? Good morning, buddy. How you doing, man?
Good morning, boys.
Did you come to save us and help us win?
That's the wrong one.
Oh.
Renegade says Deuce won't start. Hey, it is. It's Peter Griffin. So let me ask you this, Renegade, since I know you're here. Who do you think that who do you hope they sign? Is it JK? We're talking about the Cowboys, Rob, and how the surprising move is that they haven't made any moves or plays this offseason big, really.
No, they've signed a guy.
Who?
They signed Eric Kendricks. That's been their only move. They stole him from the 49ers. So congratulations, Cowboys.
Is he going to start at running back for him?
Yeah, probably. The way it's going there. Pretty
Blake
freaking
Corum
amazing about
will
the
start.
Cowboys. They literally have not signed anyone besides
They have,
him.
yeah. So, hey, real quick, before we continue, I just want to get this in here because I'm on this screen now. Over on that side of the screen, you should see the dynamic follow button. Make sure you go follow Joe at Knock Please Revive. But also, Rob's in there as we get ready to play here. He is Zimmer's 51, so make sure you go give him a follow as well if you're not already. So anyways, I just wanted to get you guys plugged in while we're here, but go ahead.
I find it ironic that the dynamic button has an undynamic streamer name on it, who is not a dynamic streamer at all in Knock Please Revive.
You're dynamic in our own hearts, Joe.
Is Leonard Fournette available? Because that seems like a Cowboys thing.
See, and it's funny because I swear to God, I haven't talked to Renegade about this, but in the chat, he literally just said the other name I was going to drop. Deontay Foreman has not signed with anybody yet.
Oh God,
he would fit in Dallas, but again, if I'm the Cowboys, and yes, I'm biased. I know this. I've admitted this. You guys know that. If I have to choose between Foreman and JK, I'm taking JK. Even with his injury, history, right? And on top of it, as I said, he's from LaGrange. So
is Zeke signed yet?
I have no idea.
Or did he?
No, I'm not sure with that. I don't think he's signed anywhere. I don't know if he's still under contract though.
I thought
I don't know if he signed a 2-year deal or a 1-year deal with the Patriots.
Wow, look at that!
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. You want to know who else is available? Who's younger than Derrick Henry, but hasn't played in the NFL since 2020, I believe.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
Yeah, we talked about that already. Not on here,
really?
Because I saw it on Instagram or something, and I sent
By the way, the Cowboys would do something like that. Bring back Gurley.
That's actually not a bad plan. Where you guys pick where you want to go. Renegade said, if I'm Dallas, I sign JK and then take a flyer on that Edwards-Helaire to pair with Vaughn as my backup.
Yeah, but you don't want 2 midget running backs, do you?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to go to the train. Oh, we missed the train. Damn it. We were going to go to the train after I got smoked in our last game.
We've got Rob.
Rob's
We're going to
in
win
here
now.
Yeah. Sorry, KPR. I forgot. We got the third best Zimmerman in with us.
And that's only because there's not a fourth. Holy crap, there's a lot of people here.
Yeah, it's right on the bus line, and it's one of the new POIs. It's always going to be full.
I'm just going to the ocean to die now. See you later.
He's going to try to drown.
Knox plays revive.
In the chat, you have a message, Rob.
I've knocked 2. I killed 1 and knocked another, but I'm down.
In the chat, Renegade says, KZ says, thanks, Uncle Rob. I guess I'm not important. And Ethan repeats that.
Well, Rob,
Yeah, because of the not a Fort Zimmerman comment.
Oh yeah, well. Cason's
We did-
fair enough. Ethan just comes in like a typical man, stays here for 30 seconds and leaves.
You would not go on the train if. Yeah, you're right, KPR. If we'll get on the train though. Rob and I have mastered that one.
all right, we did our part. Now it's time for Houdini to do his part.
But Brandon Renegade isn't here.
Oh, I call him Mr. Meals Houdini. Or the escape artist. Both of them are both escape artist masters.
I
and
have studied at the School of Renegade.
I am wood plank. Look at this. Look at this. Smooth move.
Smooth operator.
It helps that I know about this place out here really well. So, but yeah, so that was kind of my last low-key surprising thing for the free agency stuff. There's
I'd love
still
to see
barrels
Dobbins
of
go
shit
to
in
a-
here.
I'd love to see Dobbins go to a team where he can get a good amount of carries. I think we all would, but
I think JK makes the most sense.
is Gus Edwards still around or any of those
No.
guys?
He went to San Diego, or to the Chargers. He'll always be San Diego to me, damn it.
I agree.
Damn, that thunder is still hitting hard around here.
Yeah, no, he signed with the Chargers. But
So
like I
basically,
said, I think JK makes too much sense, to be honest.
basically it's JK and nobody else left in that free agent.
JK and
Yeah.
Fuller, those are the two top ones remaining.
Oh, yeah,
not
so
Fuller,
JK
Foreman.
So JK, and that's about it then.
Fuller signed with the
Yeah, Fuller just
Panthers
signed.
today.
Yeah, that's where I had his name in my mouth.
Mm.
Sorry
Sure
for
that
your
wasn't
luck,
what
Mike.
the only thing that was in your mouth?
I'm not even going to comment on that, and I will kick you. Not from the party. I will physically kick you.
Your leg can stretch that long?
You know it. Yeah. So if it cuts out, I'll just tell you now. If the stream cuts out, you guys know why. Just FYI.
Oh, I thought
Really
when you
quick.
said the Thunder, Mike, you know what's crazy?
What's that? You were
When you
thinking
said
of
that about
Thunder
the
Down
Thunder-
Under?
When you were
Hmm.
thinking, no, when you were thinking,
Thunder.
when you
Feel
said the
the
Thunder
thunder.
was booming earlier, we were here too.
Oh no, yeah, no. It's
No.
here in this part of Houston. We are getting a thunderstorm or something right now. So, with that being said, I want to switch topics though here as we get going. There are people moving from the battleground into Olympus, just FYI. I want to switch topics and go from pros to college football,
The Joes.
right? Yeah, from the pros to the Joes. So, first thing I want to ask you guys, and I don't know if you have, because I didn't even bring this up to Joe and before we came online. Have you guys seen, it was about 2 days ago, the video from Nick Saban on Capitol
Yes.
Hill?
There's people right here.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen it, but I know that he basically said that college football sucks.
Basically. Oh, it looks like Buckeye BVO will be getting on here too. So after this game, we might. Oh, never mind. He changed his mind. Yeah, like if you haven't, I highly recommend you go watch those videos. I know a lot of stuff has been made about Saban. like why he retired and whatever. But it was to get his take. It was really interesting.
He basically say what Chip Kelly said, but more eloquent.
Yep. And you can tell that the reason that I say something is you can tell that Nick Saban still genuinely cares about the game of college football. Joe, that guy that died right here, did he drop a sniper ammo that I can get from you, or do you have a sniper?
I don't have a sniper. I've got 12.
Ooh, I got footsteps, though.
I've got zero ammo and a sniper.
I got 3 footsteps. One time.
I'm down.
Nicely done, boys.
Here you go, sir.
Alright, I got some sniper ammo now. Oh, perfect.
There's some right there. I don't
Thank
have
you,
a
sir.
sniper anyways.
Yeah, so,
That's how I was.
and like I was saying, if you get a chance, go watch Saban's take on the whole state of college football. There's Wings nearby. Because it is a really... Joe, are you trying to blow up the mountain?
No, I was trying to hit the guy with wings.
Oh damn! I didn't get over far enough. He just went on a zip line.
Oops.
But no, like I said, you can tell that he still very much so cares about the state of college football, and it's a really good
No, for God's
thing
sake.
that he's talking about. But what I will tell you also, I laughed hysterically because they had.
Dude, guys, look where I am. I'm on the fucking sword.
Oh, nice. Do you not have wings or anything?
I impulsed off the thing, and I landed on the sword.
We really are 2 peas in a pod, aren't we?
I've got another impulse, thankfully, but there's like these jelly beans up here.
Joe, in the chat, your children are already telling me I should go reboot you.
Oh fuck.
Not yet. But I am carrying two lightnings. I thought I'd try something new.
I just did a Joe.
Yeah, I saw you. I did get shot at, by the way. So just FYI. But no, so I'm laughing.
I should be regulated to a 10.
I laughed. Yes. Rob fell and then impulsed himself. That's what was asked in the chat. Anyways, what I was saying though is, you know, they have this big round table and Saban's there and they're talking about the state of college football and NIL and college athletics and everything, right? And it was hilarious because you know who one of the senators is from the great state of Alabama, right?
Tuberville, right?
Tommy Tuberville, who was not at the committee meeting.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he wasn't in the round table where Saban was. They're up top here. When Saban was giving that video stuff.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I laughed so hard at it.
You know, I don't think there's any secret on why Saban left. I think what he said at the start was he denied it, but I don't think anybody actually believed that.
No.
Oh no, he basically confirmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that committee meeting.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot. Chip Kelly, you know, I just don't think Saban's ego would have been enough to do what Chip Kelly did.
All right, boys. I'm bringing the fire to you.
Damn, somebody rebooted again over there.
Iron fuck.
Yeah, that damn lightning bolt screwed me up. I had to get out of there for a second. But yeah, so that was the one thing I did want to point out before we go into the continuing the Ohio State discussion. But
yeah, I'd listen to it because it's really interesting, his demeanor while talking about it, and the facts he made about how his wife brought up the fact that
They just
it's
want the
football,
money.
college football isn't what it used to be.
Can you? Because obviously, like, I try to keep plugged into, college football, Ohio State, and things because it's the only avenue of how I can stay plugged is reading and listening to beat writers and trying to decipher what's crap and what isn't. And then obviously seeing things from Michigan fans and not really understanding what they're getting at either. So what is the whole deal? Because I posted something in one of our chats today about Michigan fans talking about Ryan Day's brother and how they would spill the beans now and how, what are they on about? I don't quite understand what's going on.
500 on fault rifle damage is still funny.
What?
It said that I'd done 500 assault damage this match, and then I still
I missed 500 I missed that 500 SMG shots and then tried to shoot a lightning bolt and died.
Are they just camping on top still?
Yeah, they were still in the same spot. But the AR that I had, there was something about that one with the recoil. You know how you can do the adaptions? That one I was fighting the recoil the whole time I tried to shoot it. It was a pain in the ass.
I'm framing this text from Renegade, by the way, Mike.
I haven't even seen it yet.
It says, Joe is playing the best out of all of them, so it's a slaughter. But I'm just going to take the part that says Joe is playing the best and frame that.
Hey, you do what you got to do.
You know? Motivation. Keep me
Can
on
be better?
top of the game. I'm at top of the game right now. I gotta stay at the top of the game like all the best. You know what I'm saying?
I will tell you, I don't think he's wrong. Let's just put it that way. I mean, Rob's going full Joe mode here. He's got 2 snipers, shotgun.
Well, my one sniper doesn't have a scope on it, and I thought if these guys are up top, I need to have one with the scope.
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
So, I will ask you then. We'll move on from Nick Saban. And there you go, Big Pot. I will ask you this. And yeah, and Rob fell off the statue.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Pretty soon next week, I'm gonna get ready for Monday's show.
Joe.
Oh, yes.
Can we work on phrasing in the Joe household? Because somebody needs a comma in their comments. Because Come On Peter really needs a comment after Come On.
Okay. You think we can work on Grant? You want me to try and teach her? Have you seen my text, Mike?
I have, but that's why I'm asking, like, collectively as a group.
Okay.
I don't even know where Joe's
Where's
card
Joe?
is. Is he down? Did he go down the waterfall?
It's down by the river, down the waterfall, yes.
There you go. But, so anyways, the big news, obviously, out of Columbus. We've talked about it at length as we've been, off the air. But Ben Dick Alfred moving up from Ohio State to Michigan as their running back coach and their running game coordinator. She's going to go to sleep because Joe's going to tell her to coma. That's well done.
That is really good.
That is well done. All right, so I want to get you guys' take on this move, though, with Tony moving up north, right? Because, look, as I've said before, and you guys have said it before, Ben Dick Arnold, he wasn't advancing at Ohio State, right? He wasn't going to move up. I know, Rob, you said you've heard some stuff about some displeasure out of Alfred and...
Are these fools chasing me?
No. But obviously he goes north. He's getting a bag. You're running into the storm. You're not going to get that. Yeah. It's a 1 going to close to a 2 probably.
Nice clutch move there on the motorcycle.
So his title obviously looks like it's moving up. But I'm going to ask you an honest question on this as well. Hey, there you go. That's much better. Thank you. The comma made it back into this comment this time.
Woohoo!
Should there be like a tampering period or something in college football to prevent a coach from leaving and going to their rival during spring game or spring practice and stuff?
I'm not laughing at your question. I'm laughing at Zimmer's 51 right now.
Well, I'm trying to find a reboot that doesn't have medallions on it.
No, I just laughed at the pause there.
Well, I was trying to mark something.
Yeah. Well, because we can't mark. I hate that. Oh, shit.
Hey, just pull a Dex right now.
Yeah, drive around and
I'd be
scream,
dead
Rob.
already
Just
if I was-
drive around and scream.
If I was
It
doing
works.
a Dex, I'd be dead already.
No, yesterday Dex pulled the ultimate Dex. It's on his TikTok. You gotta go watch it. It was 5 minutes of pure hilarity.
Oh, that one's gonna be gone too.
Yeah, it's a 2-tick. It's gonna be a 5. You're not getting that one off.
Jesus Christ.
It's on you, brother.
Have you guys seen where the medallions are? Like, they're literally
They're all
surrounding
over you,
every
yeah.
reboot. Yeah. I've never had so many problems getting to a
You've-
damn reboot.
You only got 8 more to take out, brother. That's all.
No, that's fine. I went to the school of Zimmy Jr.
There you go.
Go, Peter!
Come on, bro.
Let's go, bro. You're not gonna climb that mountain, are you? Oh, you did make it up. Good. Keep going.
I don't think I had a choice.
I didn't think you could actually climb that mountain. That's why I was asking that.
Yeah, I don't think there was a zip line down there to even get up.
Yep, to a 5 now. Oh, there's the reboot.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole team right there.
Oh,
People got
they're
off of
right in
it.
front of you, Rob. Oh, I thought he was going to get him, too.
That's a good
I
effort.
did.
He got one. Good effort, Rob. So, to continue what we were talking about the other night when it came up, I did pull the list and look at it.
Train this time. Train this time.
Yeah, train. Alfred had at Ohio State, these are the running backs that he coached. He had a 1,000-yard back with Zeke in 2015, Mike Weber in
That don't
2016. He was the coach. That's all that matters.
I don't care. It don't count.
I didn't say he recruited him. I said he was the coach, Joe.
I don't care. It don't count.
You don't count. But
For the
anyways,
record.
he had Zeke. He had Mike Weber in 16. He had 3 years of JK, 17, 18, 19. Obviously, the 2020 season was a wash. And then in 21, Henderson had 1,000 yards. So he's brought in at one time, he's been able to bring in and or coach and lead talented college running backs. So that's why I question if the wow, that guy got lit up somewhere. That's why I'm questioning if there should be some kind of a tampering period or something, because here's a dude that has been around for the install of the offense. And, you know, what do you do with that? And what are your thoughts on Benedict Arnold going to Michigan? Because anytime a coach has left Michigan and went to Ohio State or vice versa, I've not been a fan of it. I just don't think you can do that. And not that there's a rule or anything, I just don't like that idea. So, I am opening the floor to your discussion point, boys and girls.
I don't know. I don't know if you... I understand what you're saying. And I agree with what you're saying. But I also don't know if you can do that because the NFL season ends at different times. The college season ends at different times. And coaches are constantly always moving between the two codes.
Oh, I
So-
understand that, yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's sort of where my mind is with it. So it's like, I don't know if you can deny. I mean, it's no different than someone going from AT&T to say Sprint.
Yeah.
You
Well,
wouldn't
and-
deny them from, you know what I mean? Like they're still employees.
Yeah,
of-
but you wouldn't go to Sprint. You wouldn't go to Sprint from Verizon 2 days after you signed the contract.
Well,
people have.
I can tell
Head
you right
coaches
now,
have done that.
my
Sure.
lawyer has come out and popped into my chat, and he says to answer what you kind of alluded to, non-compete types of contracts for coaches would likely be deemed unenforceable by the court. You can't substantially impair their ability to work their profession.
Because they're not independent contractors. And I know this is going to sound silly, but that's what wrestling, because wrestling gets away with that non-compete crap, like WWE and stuff, because they're contracted as independent wrestlers, even though they work for the WWE. So most of these stupid wrestling promotions, they put in non-compete clauses where they can't, and that's the only way they get around it because they're independent contractors.
Oh
Which
no,
is-
like I said,
I've-
I'm not
I've got-
saying it is
No, I'm
something
saying
that's
that's what
going to
makes.
happen.
I'm saying that's what
yeah,
makes sense with what Brandon's saying.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of thoughts on this. I can't answer them right now because
Thank you.
there's children in the room.
Well, I was just saying thank you because someone wished us good luck after saying get a crown or I will be angry. So don't want to anger our subscribers.
Well, I'm
You know
calling
what?
like the
You know
10th
what?
Oh.
Mr. Benedict Arnold, you go rule over there upstate north. Whatever you want to do, fine, dandy. You can
We
take the
got
credit
crowns
if you
here,
want.
boys. We got crown winners here.
You can take the credit
Of
for
course we
Zeke.
do.
Good for you. You can act like you're the reason Mike Weber was good for 1 year. Fine. Take the job. Have fun up there. See you in November.
It is insane.
Ask Ed Warner how November feels in the state of Michigan.
I was, but I'm down.
Damn,
I had a
what the
great freaking
hell?
shotgun.
Who landed here? Whose decision was this?
That thing would not shoot. Yeah, my first subscriber nonetheless. It's all right. It's all on Knock Please Revive now. We are good to go. We still haven't landed on the damn train either.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so like I 100% agree, but
No.
I don't think you could I don't think
just
you can take away
fly.
their rights to work or leave, and just as any other normal person could leave a job when they feel like. I just think like it was alluded to. It was more about
Well, you
Literally
reboot band,
somebody
Mike?
on my card. Yeah.
literally what someone said the other day, where one of the writers said the issue is that it's the professionalism that he's done this in.
Yep.
Isn't
I can't believe I missed that shot.
This is pretty
Nice there.
unprofessional with how he's done this.
I'm Tony Alford. That's what's going to happen to you in November. You're going to be sitting there behind, thinking you're running the ball behind your offensive line, and you're going to get blasted. That's what's going to happen.
You know,
Welcome
there's
to
a-
Ann Arbor. Enjoy it, buddy.
and obviously I'm not in the coaching circles, and you guys have been close to the program over the years than I have. But basically, what I've heard is that there is a code among the coaching fraternity, and that he has broken that by leaving like he has at the moment.
Yeah. Well, and that's
But
the
it's
thing.
also
Like,
a new Wild Wild West. I mean, Bill O'Brien leaves. Everybody's doing that in all the programs now.
Yeah, but Bill O'Brien was different. He took a promotion to be a head coach,
But,
Yep.
and it was at the start of February.
but that type of stuff is happening in every program. They're leaving at
Yeah,
that
but-
time.
But when Bill left, I don't think it wasn't an issue. That was like during the hiring period of all the coaches carousels going on.
well, and
Whereas this, as
again-
Mike brought up, is
he went to the biggest rival and a team that
Yeah.
that we will face after the offense was being installed.
Yeah.
Not just was Chip Kelly there now
Yeah.
and they're doing the planning with the coaching, but they had practices on the field. And then
Yeah.
he left. That's where I have my problem with it. The fact that that's the
Yeah.
timing,
Listen, I told this
and he
dude
went
to-
to Michigan.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you. I mean, I just told the dude to get bum rushed in November. I don't. I agree.
yeah. That's what I said. I think the way it's been done is what is
Travel
upsetting the
distance on the
coaching
train, boys.
fraternity.
We're going to the train.
is what's upset the coaching fraternity, because they feel like this is just basically, in no uncertain terms, this is a dick move.
Yeah.
I guess my point is there even a fraternity anymore? I mean, all these dudes are
think
doing
there
what they
is.
need to do.
I think people still like to respect each other. Like I don't think there was any. I don't think people. I still think the coaches respect each other
We're gonna
unless
have
they
to land
really hate
over
each other
about
like
right there.
Harbaugh and they did. But I don't think I think there's. I still think there's a respect in the coaching world because you need to have contacts in the coaching
All right.
world.
One last blow up before we're done with
Renegade
this
said that
conversation.
he's heard that line from me before when I said boys were going on the train. You guys can read into that as you want to.
Now, could
we?
we,
On the other
if
side
we
of the
had,
tunnel.
if we had an actual coach, like coaches before, that stood up and actually said something about it instead of sitting there acting like nothing happened, that would be nice. I want him to be fired up that the dude went to that team up north.
Oh, I think there will be some said. I think at the moment they're probably trying to get their own shit in place and figure out what the hell they're going to do.
Also, like, I know all the cute little TTUN fans think they got their man in Sharon Moore, and he's going to be a great coach, and he is the next. He is Jim Harbaugh reincarnated. Why would you leave to go to coach for a guy that's unproven?
Well, because this is all personal now. But, like I said, I think I would feel the same way. I'm more upset, like I told you guys the other day. I'm more upset the fact that it's Michigan. Like, no doubt about that.
Yep.
But I think I'd feel the same way of
You
how
guys
he's
got off
left
the train and
if it
didn't
was
get
in
back
the-
on.
Oh. I think
I'll be
I'll get back
there.
on.
I'll be there.
Can we take the reboot band, Joe?
I thought we were going to cut him for a second there.
Oh wow, they're really far away. I think I'd feel the same way about no matter where he went at this stage because
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not part of the coaching circles, but I do find it a bit. Yeah.
Is it typical of a coach to understand that he's not coming back and leave at that late of a date?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Like, that's what I mean. Like, why didn't he just leave right then and there and go, well, if I'm not going to be in your plans next year, most likely,
If it bothered
I'm
you
just
that
out
much,
of here.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's really hard not to jump off this train, just FYI.
You are the train.
Come on, ride the train, and ride
Footsteps.
it.
Two people flanking him.
Just for you, Renegade. I hope you like it. I'm gonna see if I can ride the train all the way around the island and come back to you guys.
That's hilarious.
But
There's one more. Do we stay where we are, or should we get in this car?
We should get in the car.
If you get in the
Go get
car,
mine.
I can't come back around to you guys.
That's what I was. That's why I'm asking.
So it's up to you. We're just doing some
Do you want
emotes
us
on
to
a
get on the
train.
train or not?
If you can catch the train, get on up here. That's fine.
Well, then we'll just get in the car.
Then come
You're
on.
driving.
Hey, where's Zimmy Jr. at, by the way? Is he sleeping?
He's sleeping, and then he's going to the Australian football this afternoon, which he wants me
Are we-
and Lisa, which he wants me and Lisa to go to.
Are we rooting for the Spirit?
No, that's not a team.
No. Who's the team?
Hawthorne.
Who's-
Hawthorne?
Okay.
The Hawks. Make sure you enunciate their name correctly, please. Hawks, not cars. we have children in the chat. All right, I have
Oh,
made it to
man.
Reckless Railways, boys.
Yeah,
We're
we're
about to
just
get.
fighting.
We got
We
people
have
all
people
over us,
everywhere.
and we haven't
For the
dispelled
record,
each other.
chat, you can see I don't even have my controller in my hand.
They got off the train too
For real.
to come have fun here.
There was no one else.
You
on
brought
the
them
train.
to us. You brought them to us, and you can't.
You brought
Hold
the
your
train to
controller.
us.
Angry Buddy's down.
Is Bruce home?
Gingerbread
Can you
Man's
get?
down.
Hey, you got is Bruce home? I appreciate that. What are they? Yeah, exactly, Renegade. I'm on a train. Nobody's been on the train, but yet I brought them to him.
Yeah.
These damn
that's
kids,
what you
I
do.
tell you.
That's because your train wasn't good enough. They wanted this train.
You guys are running a train on It's Bruce. Oh, they're shooting
This-
up here.
Well,
Watch, he dies now. We stay alive.
No, they're over there shooting each other. Since I'm emoting, they don't even realize that I'm standing here walking.
I got another car, Joe.
Oh yeah. I got footsteps.
For the record, I have
for
3
God's
med
sake.
kits and 5 bandages. So I can ride this
You
through
gotta-
the storm and everything.
Oh, we're good.
For the
I'm good.
record, I just threw an impulse at somebody. But I got him.
I think this is the one where it'll reset my train for me. So I can open the cache again.
Whoa, Mike. Holy.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah,
Are we
I'm just gonna
we
stay
get
here.
this car, Joe?
I'm getting shot at.
There we go.
There's somebody right in front of us, Rob.
Yep.
I'm gonna dive
It's
bomb on him.
Aphrodite's love that you're seeing here, Renegade.
Don't worry, Mike. We'll carry you.
That's alright. I saw footsteps. Now I'm on the bridge. And there are people
Oh,
up
got
here
some
because they're
blue.
marked.
I'm gonna take that.
Let's go
It-
get in this.
It's somebody on the Joe skin.
car.
Really? There's another. I've never seen another person with a skin. Get again.
There's my car.
Why won't it let me get in?
Oh, I got knocked on the train.
Oh, shit.
So much for winning by just sitting on the train. Now what's going to be funny is last season we did this at one point, and I believe somebody's car like fell off the train or got stuck. Yeah, I had no protection. Never do that with a train. You need protection on the train. Hey, my card is still on the train. I think
It
it just
is.
fell off though. No, it's still on there.
It's. Oh, I think it fell off. Nope, it's still on there. How are we gonna pull this one off?
Well, running into the bridge is a good start.
Oh man, if I was driving, we wouldn't even got to the bridge. Hard stick here. Am I staying on?
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go. Reset the thing. There you go.
it's our turn to ride the train.
Choo choo, baby.
There's usually a
That's
reboot
good.
by the.
I've still got a green SMG and a green DMR.
Got me a
Ooh,
goal.
DMR.
DMR. Gotta get on the bus train though before. I'm gonna go to
Why? We
this.
can go to a.
I'm gonna go to
we
this
can go
reboot
to
van.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's go to a reboot van.
Joe, it looked like you jumped on the train and then slid off and didn't realize it, and then decided I'm going to go to the reboot van.
That's basically what happened.
Let's all go to the reboot van.
Then I overflew the reboot van too.
Yes, because I was emoting. That was what made it so much fun. I did that just for you, KPR. Just for you. She's telling me I got killed because I was emoting.
She's pretty serious, ain't she?
Uh-huh.
All right, we got 3 people. 5 where Mike's going. Oh, you got that motorcycle. Oh, that's Rob's car.
All right. Let's see where we have anybody at. Probably need to find some shield and stuff. It's like BBO's here. Did you just punch him off of there with your car?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Very cleanly, too. I never would have thought to put a car up there. Oh. Let me get out of this green stuff and help you. Somebody shot at us. Found him. I think. Yep. Am I leading our team in eliminations?
Probably.
No, I've got 7.
Oh, thank gosh. I don't know if I could handle that.
Car?
Oh, they vibing too.
Yeah, let's go this way and get out of the. They're going high ground.
You're over there. I don't like this because there's 2 medallion teams converging on us.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I was trying to say before. Get out of here.
Oh, there they are. They're at this building where you revived me.
Ooh,
He's right there on my mark, Rob. There's another one on the far above you. Oh, lordy, lordy. All right, boys. That's going to do it for me. We're hitting the 2-hour mark. I'm going to return to the lobby.
But we're having so much success.
Are you going to return us to sender?
Are you kidding? How many times has it been that we've been able to get on stream and do something as goofy ass as, like, riding the train until we get attacked?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it comes a different term for
that. That is a very good point, but I'm trying to keep it somewhat PC friendly. Plus, I am telling you, I've got I've got serious thunders and stuff going on in the area around here, so I'm actually surprised that my power hadn't kicked out.
Don't eat so many beans, Mike.
No promises. So, last little tidbit here before we get out of here, though. Do you guys have any other things that you want to bring up and mention about Football Friday?
Nope, just stay safe.
The greatest defensive tackle ever to play the game and one of the top defensive players ever, Aaron Donald.
Welcome to Detroit! Oh, I'm talking about somebody else. You're not talking about DJ Reader? I thought you might be talking about DJ.
DJ, who's been injured 3 out of 4 years.
Yeah, we were talking about Aaron Donald at the top of the broadcast. So
yeah, that's my thing. You know, Aaron, happy trails. Kenny Pickett.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that came across to us right as we were going. Renegade says goodbye to the Three Stooges. About that one.
Uh,
all right, so
I'm
I think
definitely
Howie
Mo.
Roseman's playing. I think Howie Roseman is like a GM that plays Madden. He really
Probably.
just grabs anyone and everyone with a bigger name and just puts them on their team.
hey, that's like a cross dog reference, right? So,
Oh, well, yeah.
real quick, I'll start, Joe, since you've been here the longest with me today. Tell everybody at home that's listening where they can find your Twitch and social channels.
Twitch is Knocked Please Revive, all spelled out. You can find me there on TikTok, Knocked Please Revive as well.
All right, and Rob.
Yeah, I'm Zimmers51 on Twitch and Zimmers51, I believe, on TikTok also. I'm too lazy to set up my other stuff, but I'll eventually get there.
And the good news is the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl because they signed Jimmy Garoppolo. I just saw. Over here above my left shoulder, you should see the dynamic follow button. Both Rob and Joe are listed there, along with Cam's Twitch accounts. Make sure you go follow them. If you're not, you can find me at mmeals55. So MMEALS25. I'm on Twitter, or I'm on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, and on Instagram. So, you guys, it's been a great Friday. It's been a great week of shows. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the love in the chat. Appreciate the subs and the follows. Y'all have a great weekend. We will see you on Monday. Later.
If I don't get my release papers.
I think you're safe, brother.